Hello, my name is Tang Kim, and today I'd like to present my journey as in property accounting in One Oak. And this is the overview that I'll be presenting today. And the first thing I'm gonna introduce later in appropriate way. And this is and then what my responsibilities are in property as in property accounting, and then the events and some of the stuff that I did during my time at One Oak. So before I introduce myself, I'd like to talk about a little bit that what I had experienced in One Oak is that so on my first day, it was a Monday, and then like the day before that that day it was on the Sunday night, they had this merger going on with Magellan, and I we did not know as an intern, I did not like look on the news and anything at all, like aware of anything what's going on at what happened at One Oak, and then I just came over without anything, and then we had to go to check in at the HR office for our first day, and then when I come down, my supervisor just like took drag me to the something called a town hall meeting, and I did not know that. I thought at first I thought I might have to take notes and everything, and but it just like we had to listen what's happened, and then it like the first day of their merger with Magellan, so they gotta kind of like gather information and what to be expected and why they are merging with them, stuff like that. It was very interesting, even though it was a surprise for me. So myself, I go to ORU, and my hobbies include volunteering and music slash singings. Even though that I put music in there, I'm still working on improving my music skill. I promise I will able to uh, do that before I finish my MBA. And then something I expected to learn in One Oak is that uh, get the view of the difference between what we learn in school and what the actual workplace and as an accountant. And also that I was expecting to learn the financial statement, the difference between school financial statement and the workplace financial statement. Like just kind of like trying to get the feel of the reality life of an accountant. And these are my manager and supervisor. His name is Brian Knight, and my supervisor name is Tutu. So what is property accounting? So in property accounting, what we do is we pretty much validate assets, and also we ensure assets are placed into a correct utility account. So when we talked about putting into correct utility account, um, is like categorizing assets with the appropriate depreciation rates. And also when we validate assets, we use it by putting in the AFE, and then we put it into the power plant that they have in as a website, the software they are using, and then we take out the completion reports and the expenditure reports through there, and we validate everything through that. And so the third thing we do in the property accounting is we verify and sign off an AFE, which is mean that we unitize. So when we unitize something is go to our manager to approve our unitization, which is unitization is known as a depreciation. So we uh every day want to buy like assets over $1 million, sometime 50-20,000 worth of assets and pipelines and everything, and we have to unitize them as like I said, depreciate them according to the rate and according to the locations, and also provide a detailed management on property related accounts, such as we have to put our supporting documents in there when we unitize something. So like I said, unitization. So what is unitization? So throughout my time as a One Oak, we unitize over 20 million worth of AFEs. I mean, even I alone myself did about 15 million worth of AFEs. So like together we might probably do more than 20 million. I just mentioned it like a 20 millions, but we might probably did more than that. And to begin with accomplish so in order to utilization, like I said earlier, we begin with completion reports, and then we verify everything that is agree with what is reporting on the expenditure reports, and then we reconcile project expenditure with a completion report to verify, record assets, and then create assets line item with a screen called as build, which is the as build screen is on the power plant software, and that's where we put whatever unit we are unitizing, and we are retiring something. So it's pretty important, and we are familiar with the power plant. And then we place assets that we have been built into a correct utility account. So earlier we in the previous screen I mentioned about utility account. So utility account is the depreciation rate characterizing. So some company use um straight line method of depreciation, but at one of we use characterizing, which is we have to put a utility account. So utility account is a three-digit number, which contain things like the rate of depreciation, and then we have to if the government want us to put something in a certain the depreciation rate, we have to put it in that depreciation rate. It's important we put in the correct one, and then after we gather all of them, we retire the assets when necessary. So retiring is that whenever we bought something such as we bought a pump from a ABC company, and then we try to replace the old pump that we currently have. So when we replace that pump and then uh um take out the old one and put the new one, then we call it retire. And when we retire them, it's important to put in characterize with the assets locations. So this is the AFE I was talking about earlier. AFE stand for authorization for expenditure. So the first three-digit numbers are the company number, the second three-digit number are the function code, and then the third four-digit numbers are cost center, whether they are expenditure reports or capital expenditure reports. And the four digits are assigned by the power plant. So is the so my personal interpretation of the AFE is like the tracking number. So whenever we order like let's say a book from Amazon, and then we had a tracking number where to track that product with a specific number like that. The AFE is like something we can track a project on. So it's pretty useful when we are unitizing anything. And so this is how much I unitize during my 3 months of my time at One Oak. So I didn't put my August report in there yet because I was in the middle of August. So during May, I unitized about 30, and then June I unitized about 41 projects, and then July during last month I unitized about 21, which total is 72, not 72, 92 total of AFE that I unitize. And so the pretty much this you may wondering like what these numbers are. So the orange represent 126 company, and they have like different segment, different types of companies. So the company I was focusing on is a company 56. You can also see in the pie chart that I got 35% of company 56, which is the natural gas pipeline that they have for the company. And so the total amount that I unitize is about 17 million worth of AFE. This is the power plant I was mentioning earlier. This is where we go to unitize our project, the product where we bought every day. And so this is one of the thing I forgot to mention earlier. This is a GIS portal. So the GIS portal is like a map that we can track where the pipelines, the valve, and the meters are going. Whenever we receive a um, expenditure report, we go to the GIS portal to make sure that if the pipes is there and if the valve is there as it should be in. And then, so this is a GPC screen. So the GPCs provide the well connect and the maintenance report uh, after the project manager reports as the completion report. We go to the GPC to verify that they actually put the correct amount to the plan. And this is Oracle, as known as ERP. And the Oracle is where we pull out our expenditure reports. So on the first screen, on the project number, we put the AFE number, and then it gave us after that it gave us the completion report, not completion report, the expenditure report, and we use the expenditure report and completion report together to verify that if the project manager is putting the numbers correctly. After that, if we find something's not right, we contact the project manager to make sure that uh, we are not putting anything on the wrong place. And then this is one of the thing is pretty handy when we retire something. So the CPI inflation calculator, we use them to calculate the inflation rate. So when we try to retire an asset, and then it is, if the value is more than what the project cost, then we come to this screen to make sure we are retiring the appropriate amount for the assets. So this is the as-built screen earlier I mentioned about. So the first one, you can see the expenditure type is additions, which means that is something we are unitizing. And then on the other two, you see retirements. So those are the items that we are replacing for this for these projects. So this is pretty important. And then also it is also important to put the assets into their correct locations, because if we put in the wrong locations, and then submit it for unitization, then our managers and our accounting directors are struggling to find, and sometimes they have to contact the project manager themselves to verify, make sure that we are make sure to verify the assets locations. And then the utility account is also important. The utility account provide the correct rate for the depreciation. So utility account. So what is utility account? Utility account is, earlier I mentioned, the depreciation rate that provided by the government. And if the government want us to let's say want us to depreciate some a product for 25%, then we go to we find the appropriate number for the utility account, and then I put that number with the product we are unitizing. And the utility account also provide us a good detail, so we may retire assets later and be able to locate them. And during my time at the One Oak, we put focus on the non-FERC report, because the non-FERC is FERC is gave us about gain or loss uh, uh gain or loss recognition. That way we did not retire anything inappropriately. And then this is one of the thing we were able to learn, which is a PAC request, which the PAC request is for the property accounting. We receive many kind of requests from all departments, and some of the department want us to put completion report to the project, which is the on the power plant, and some of the requests are about journal entry, and so we receive all kind of requests from on the PAC screen. And then some of the event I attended is a lunch and learn session. So we have lunch and learn sessions every other days. Sometimes we had twice a day. We have like every week, once a week, but it's not something that we attend regularly. But it's just that whenever the departments want us to attend. So the first uh, um, the first one I attend is a NGGP, which is all natural gas gathering process, and then the second one is a natural gas pipeline. And then the third one is a natural gas liquid. And also, we also had a chance to learn about their quarterly midstream, and also the accounting career paths with their accounting directors, and then also diversity and inclusion department also hosts us about to learn one of environment, and also I mean one of culture, and then also we also have chance to learn community investment, and those department explain about one of community and the culture, and also organization development, and then environmental. And on the left side, those are the meeting I had a chance to attend. So we attend property accounting meetings every Tuesday, and also we all attended the finance and accounting and finance all employees quarterly staff meeting. And also we also had the knowledge share sessions. During the knowledge share sessions, we had the bottom line CPE opportunity, and then Hyperion ad hoc reports, and Splash BI software, support fire software, and the bottom line CPE opportunity. And then these are the CR journal, and it was supposed to be something on the CR journal on the left side of the picture, but on the CR journal, we transfer one asset to another asset, and then also we debit the new assets and credit the old assets, which is what I said, the new assets is like the one that we are transferring to, and then the credit, the old assets mean that the one that we are transferring from. And we pull out the expenditure report, the report from Oracle. Earlier I showed about it, and then attach support documents. Anytime we do anything such as unitization on the CR journal, it's important to put support documents. That way it helps our managers to approve anything for the anything, because if we did not approve support document, they have to go on themselves, and it takes about like 20-30 minutes to approve a project. So putting a support document help them finish the work more faster and efficient. And then this the FERC report. FERC report is a federal energy uh reconciliation report. So so we had a chance to do the quarter two FERC PPE report. So during that, providing the PPE cash and non-cash account balances, and then create a roll forward. And then after ticking anything that we sent, after like making sure all the formulas and everything correct, we sent to my manager, which is Brian. And then after he reviewed it, he sent it to the NGL pipeline accounting to record the cash flow statement. So on the left side, you see the Excel sheet we are working on, and so you can see that check GA and gap trial balance rule for PPE is so the true statement of the thing that we're trying to work on. So if it's not true, we have to like go back to the reports and make sure everything is correct. Every formula is not putting inappropriately. So we have to like go and make sure every our formulas are working well, and we are reporting everything correctly. And so some of the activities, these are the activities I'm working on. So on the first week, we had a chance to go to volunteer at a food bank, and then these are our team. And then we also went to main event to intern fellowships. And then we also had a field trip at Canadian Valley, which one of the One Oak plant. We had a chance to visit. And then this is me. And one of the takeaway I have during my One Oak time is that the current before I went to One Oak, I never experienced any office work or any like accounting lifestyle before. So it kind of gave me what to expect, even though whether I be working continually working at ONEOK or not. It's gonna give me the culture and then what to expect in the future, and also the difference between what we learn in school and what happening actually happening in at the workplace as an accounting. And also, I had a great understanding of how we record assets after construction report. So is pretty much constructions and not only gas energy. They always have construction. So those construction are the report that came to property accounting, and we record them and then we make a statement for them. And then the third thing is the importance of property accounting for the company. So without the property accounting, one will not able to depreciate their assets. And then the last thing is that it sharpen my skills such as um it's kind of like remind me what I remind and also help me improve what I learned in accounting my accounting classes ORU. And then I like to thank everybody from property accounting team and then the career shadows and also the talent management team and lunch and learn speakers and other interns that helped me through it. And on the screen, I did not include that I greatly appreciated to um, Dr. Dr. Wyckoff for leading the internship program at ORU. Thank you very much.